ordered the right thing, Smokescreen.
And we're on our way home.
Robotic insecticide?
Good work. And travel safely.
Welcome back once again, everyone, to another video review. In today's review, I will be taking a look at the Transformers Generations Legacy Deluxe class Autobot Skids. Skids is an all-new mold representing his original, meant to be accurate to his original G1 toy, comic, and cartoon appearances, while being slightly stylized. First, we'll take a look at the packaging. As you can see, his name, Autobot Skids, with an image of his alternate mode with all of the weapons, Transformers text, Generations logo. He is a deluxe class. Transformers Legacy up top. On the side, we get an image of Skids running with his weapons in hand combined, which I will get into the combining feature later in the vid. An up close of his face, his name, an ancient Autobot. On the side, we get the Autobot version of the Legacy artwork, showing Optimus, Hot Rod, Blaster, Prime RC, and Bulkhead. Nothing on the bottom. On the back, we get renders of him. He transforms in 14 steps between his robot and unlicensed Honda City Turbo vehicle mode, and a QR code to scan for a brief bio on the character, along with the compatibility with combining his weapons, and that pretty much it for the packaging. And now onto Skids himself. The last time we got this guy in figure form was in Thrilling 30, and which was based on his IDW appearance rather than his G1 appearance. And this is meant to be very, very accurate to his original vehicle and robot modes. In vehicle mode, he is an unlicensed approximation of his Honda City Turbo hatchback car mode. We'll take a look at the details. Obviously, Autobot symbol on the hood, nice yellow for the headlights, nice silver paint for the main grille, nice black for this section right here, nice red lights up here. What I don't like, and it's a bit of a minor nitpick, are the peg wheels. These back wheels are fine, despite the obvious pin. But these wheels, well, they're kind of as they don't really match each other. He has nice stripe detailing going throughout the sides. Unfortunately, due to whatever reason, he doesn't have the stripe going all the way to the front, which isn't accurate to his original vehicle mode, but at least they got it mostly right. The back, nothing much to talk about, as he doesn't have a painted license plate nor painted backlights or taillights, so unfortunately corners were cut when it came to the alt mode. Obviously very flat on the bottom. He does have clear plastic for the front windshield, which you can unfortunately see the obvious red piece right here, the obvious red piece right here that connects the windshield. Nice black for the roof, which it's odd that up here it is painted or cast in black plastic, but this is all clear plastic. He rolls as any car former should, and obviously the weapons store on the sides, and his energon weapon is that of an axe that doubles as a rifle. Of course, you can combine the weapons that I will demonstrate for both modes. In vehicle mode, this axe/rifle acts as a sort of booster, but if you wanted to, and probably one of the reasons why I now like this figure, is the whole weapon combining aspect, which I will get to in robot mode as well, but you can still do it in vehicle mode. these two will combine like this, and the axe will plug onto the combined blasters like so. So you have this right here, so you can have Skids all armored up, ready to take on any enemies that come his way. Of course, this breaks the illusion that he is a robot in disguise. So there you have that. And now for comparison, here he is with his wave mates Drag Strip and Kickback. So you can see how that works out. Here he is with Optimus and Jazz. Here he is with Screamer. Here he is with Trax and Warpath. So you can see how that works out. And just for fun, here he is with another character that I will have a review coming soon, that being Blitzwing. There you have that. Now for the transformation. As simple as he is, obviously what you want to do is open up the doors like this, come back here, all of this will come down like so, which will obviously form the legs. Fold up these black sections right here, untab the arms like so, fold out the arms on the shoulders like this, rotate the shoulder like so on both sides, then just rest the arms like that. Take this section, it will untab like so. Then what you want to come do is take all of this that will slide and lock down right here, come to this, untab the roof, take what will be the chest, and it will line up like so. You can angle the door wings however you want. Obviously split the legs, and this is optional. Take the wheels and fold them down like so. And there you have it. There is Skids in his robot mode. And he's a pretty good looking figure overall. Now, if you wanted to get really cartoon accurate with Skids, there's the option of putting the shoulders down so he looks something like this. I never really cared for the whole cartoon accurate look that Skids had, where his shoulders were down instead of, up like his original toy, which is something that it's a good thing that this figure has, rather than go for the whole G1 cartoon accurate aesthetic where the shoulders are stuck to being placed down like this. And he's very detailed. My only nitpick, aside from the obvious pinned wheels, would be this section on the back of his head that is part of the hood of his alt mode. If this was a separate piece, I could excuse it, but the fact that it's permanently stuck to his head, it's kind of a drawback, but I don't let it take away my joy or excitement for having this figure in hand. He has nice white, light blue eyes, nice silver for the face. He is fully cast or painted in blue. Nice red plastic for pelvis region and the feet. Obviously the vehicle mode details with the doors and the front chest we've all seen before. One thing he's a bit inaccurate to would be the fists, as his hands are black rather than red. Because in the cartoon and all of his other appearances, his fists are red rather than black. Why they went with black, I don't know, but it's what they went for. A little inaccuracy never hurt anyone. Nice silver for the upper legs and thighs. Obviously, he compacts really nicely with the back. Obviously, he does feel a bit hollow. And something that many have not really liked would be the hollowness in the legs. I don't like how hollow his legs are, but no one really looks at the inside of his legs anyways. The elbow, the back of his arms are kind of hollow, but they're mostly filled out. Articulation is as follows. Obviously, with the door wings, you can angle them however you want. Same with the roof piece slapped on the back. Head is on a ball joint. It can do the full 360, can look up and down a bit. Shoulders do the full 360. They can go in and out. And due to the design of the shoulders, his arms can go all the way up like so. Swivel joint at the bicep, bend at the elbow, wrist rotation on the swivel joint, an uncompromised waist joint that can do a full 360, legs can kick forward that far, back to about that far unless you use the waist and go past the sort of roof, thigh rotation on a swivel joint, legs can kick in and out, bend at the knee, and a really good ankle tilt. Now, accessory-wise, he comes with his classic double-barreled cannon, as well as his liquid nitrogen rifle, and he gets the added bonus of an energon weapon. In this case, it is a handheld axe that doubles as another blaster. Obviously, as you saw, the weapons can combine for either mode, and the pegs right here on his arms are meant to be used for these. Now, one warning that some may have pointed out is that there have been reports of this peg snapping clean off once it is plugged into either ports of his forearms. So be careful when doing that, because what I like to do is slowly wriggle the peg in like this. That way it doesn't snap clean off. So you can have that. Obviously, you can combine the weapons. He can hold the axe. Now he can only hold it in his left hand. He can hold it in his other hand, but due to how his liquid nitrogen rifle plugs onto his right arm, as the peg is on the front of his forearm rather than the side of his forearm like most figures, it unfortunately compromises him holding anything on his right hand, because due to how open the double-barreled cannon is, it allows him to actually hold the axe. Of course, as mentioned before, you can combine the weapons like so you have a variety of options. Obviously, you can store the axe on his back if you don't wish to use or display it, and of course, he has portholes on his feet, side of the leg, fist, obviously on his forearm, and on the back. And his weapons are blast effect compatible. So, allow me to show off some blast effects that can be done with him. obviously I'm going to borrow the effects from my Kingdom Titan class arc. So these, so you can have this, you can have this. Now this doesn't have the same, effect that the double-barreled cannon has, but then the liquid nitrogen rifle still houses blast effects like so. Obviously, this is blast effect compatible as well, so you can really go all out with Skids in terms of, his weaponry. So there you have that. And now for comparison, let me stand him up straight. Here he is with his wave mates, kickback, and drag strip. So you can see how they work out. Obviously deluxes, but meant to be in scale deluxes. Here he is with Optimus and Screamer. Here he is with Jazz. Here he is with Trax and Warpath. And just because he's another I have a review planned, here he is with Blitzwing. That. So some final thoughts on the Transformers Generations Legacy Deluxe Class Skids. Overall, I think he's a really well done figure. A lot of people are skipping out on him mainly because, well, they have their reasons. From what I know, the mold is not that good, but to me, he's really well done. He's fun to mess around with, really posable. Yes, he has problems that have been pointed out before, but nothing too major in terms of how problematic he is, because he's a really well done figure. He's really fun to mess around with, and if you never had a Skids figure in your collection and you're looking to complete the 1984-1985 Autobot cast, despite the fact that Skids only appeared in 2 episodes of the cartoon, I still think Skids is worth picking up. Even if you don't like the mold, he is still worth having as another Autobot. So, yeah. And obviously I am demonstrating the whole capability of combining the Energon weapons. Overall, I give Skids an 8.5 or almost 9 out of 10. In both modes, obviously he's still lacking this stripe for vehicle mode, but I won't let that take points away from the figure. As I said before, he is really fun to mess around with, and I never had the original G1 Skids or the Thrilling 30 mold version of Skids. So yeah, guys, there you have it. There is my review for the Transformers Generations Legacy Deluxe Class Autobot Skids. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one.
We'll start him at the 10-yard line. No, Strapper, let him through.